Hi guys, my name is RIB Robert Ian Bonnick, inspirational speaker, inspirational coach, author of Soul Survivor, How an Abandoned Child Went From Nothing to Everything, published by New Holland. Now, if you're looking at this video, it means that you're probably thinking, shall I take one-on-one mentoring with me? Should I take that one-on-one coaching with me? So the purpose of this video is to give you a little bit of insight into what we'll be doing, should you decide to go ahead. Right? So look, one of the first things I just want to quickly remind you about is that, so most how-to courses are just how-to courses, right? So in other words, it pretends that, nothing's happening in your life, nothing's going on to get in your way, and you're on like a beeline, like a train track from here to success, right? And nothing's going to stop you, right? Now, as we kind of know, life has its own way of getting in the way, or to kind of redirect us from where we thought we were going to somewhere else completely different. All right. So now what I've done here with Turn Your Story into a Book, one-on-one mentoring, is that I'm bringing in 20 years of coaching experience, high-level coaching experience, into a how-to. Right. Now that's really powerful, because then all of those reasons that stop us, all of those things that can get in the way, all of those other things like snatching defeat from the jaws of victory, all of that stuff, right? We now, through coaching and mentoring, have an opportunity to work our way, a bit like an assault course, right? Or a minefield, a little bit too extreme, I know, but a bit like a minefield. We get to kind of have a roadmap that takes us around the obstacles and the potential pitfalls, which could inherently stop us from achieving our goal, right? Okay, you're with me still? Great. So now with the one-on-one coaching, I guess there's three types of listening. The first type of listening, what you all know really well, is that listening to interrupt. That, yeah, but what I think, right? The second type of listening is that listening to kind of feign or pretend we're listening. Multitasking, right? And the third type of listening is this listening actively. And when you listen actively, what you're doing is you're listening for what the person opposite you, on the phone from you, on Zoom from you, is saying, and what they're not saying. So you're picking up on all those activities, all of those unsaid, unspoken things, as well as the things which are spoken. Now, if you truly listen, right, then you can really, it's like you become a sponge, right? A sponge for getting to know who you are, what makes you tick, right? What things you're looking to do really, right? And out of that experience, bringing that together with a roadmap of turning your story into a book, along with coaching expertise on the matter, and each one is a very individual journey, right? So no two journeys are the same, and that's why we do one-on-one mentoring, because no two journeys are the same. So not one shoe necessarily fits all, right? In general. So what we do is that we have this conversation, what we call a discovery call, a coaching call, and this is where it's free. This is where we get to know each other, right? And where I get to see where you're at, I get to pick things up about you, I get to also interact, right? So it's about positive feedback. It's about creating a roadmap for which, should we work together, a positive roadmap for us to progress through, so then you can get to your desired end goal and I get to mine. So my desired end goal is to make sure that there's even more powerful stories, powerful books, powerful messages which get to be told. One of the things that I really dislike is when I see great people up to great things but get stuck on the methodology or get stuck on the details and aren't able to really release what they're truly capable of, because I see it as each story is like a dent in the universe, a positive dent in the universe. And what we're looking to do is to create as many positive dents in the universe as we possibly can to uplift, inspire, and move as many people as we possibly can, right? And that's where I come in. That's my job. So let's get back into it. So that first call, what it's about is establishing where you are now in your book writing journey or turning your story into a book. Is it coaching that you want? Is it more to do with branding, more of a branding experience? I've gone into it in another video, right? Have you already started and you're stuck and you don't know where to go? Are you in towards the end, but you can't put it down? Are you right at the beginning, where you know you have a great message, but you're trying to sculpt that message? You're trying to create a book from scratch, right? No matter where you are on your journey, that call will be tailored to wherever you are on that journey. And going through this, right, there's so many people that I've been able to give guidance to, in the sense of, because it's a bit like this, right? You can either write a book that is based locally or a book that has global themes, right? Now, the difference between those two is massive. The difference between those two gives you the idea, the roadmap to either be, local, which is absolutely fine, or whether you can go and really blow this up big and have principles that affect a lot of people in a timeless way, right? And that's what one-on-one mentoring, one-on-one coaching is about, right? I come up with titles of books as well, because through listening to you, I get the stuff that you miss, right? So I believe that we all have our own genius, right? Most of the time, we don't hear ourselves or listen to ourselves often enough to really get what they are. So through having someone like me sitting opposite, be it on the other end of Zoom or the other end of a phone call, right, then I'm able to listen and really get into your mindset, your mind state, and really understand where it is you want to go, and come up with suggestions, ideas, storylines, activities which can take you in that direction. And also as a coach, I'm getting to really get an understanding of what stops you, right? And the powerful thing there of when we know what stops you, then we're able to navigate around it and get into areas that I call the fast track, right? So there's 2 tracks with this. One track is writing your book in 10 weeks or less, which is what I did from a mobile phone, 90% of it written on a mobile phone from the front seat of an Avanza when I first came to Bali, traveling to Bali with my kids and my beautiful partner Marina. That's the way I did it, right? Or there's a 3 to 6 month track, which I call a custom track. And we can begin to map that out as we begin to have that first initial conversation and kind of work out where to go from there. All right. So these are some of the things that we'll cover in this initial call that we call a discovery call or a coaching call, and it's really important because like maybe right now, maybe you've seen this presentation, or you've seen what's written, you've seen the price, you've seen all that, and you wonder, well, what am I going to get? Right now, if you read on, and you'll see what you're going to get. But what this is about is just trying to get you in the mindset. Maybe you haven't been mentored before. Maybe you have been, right? But to get you in a mindset of what it takes, right? And also, please check out the hard-working author versus an author who works hard. You'll see it either before or after this. Make sure you watch that one as well, because that really puts you on the map of where you need to be to really imbibe and to really run with this, right? To really run with this, because at the end of the day, I only want people who are ready, right? I'm here, right? So I provide value and inspiration for those who want to take action, right? I say again, so I provide value and inspiration for those who want to take action. So you've got to be an action taker. If you're not, then it's been great to meet you, right? But just step off. It's not your time. It's not your time. But if it is your time, then now's the time to step up, step forward, right? Step into a higher version of yourself, because the things that I'm going to impart to you are individual to you, as I mentioned before. But you see, this is the beautiful thing about this, is that what stops you in life in one area more than often stops you in another area. So through healing it here, you heal it there. So what I often get from people, and look at some of the testimonials that you'll get as well, that you've seen a little bit lower on, what you also get is that these methodologies, these coaching principles, right, I'll be passing on to you. And once you learn them, you can't unlearn them, right? And they'll help you in all other areas of your life as well. So it's for turning your story into a book, but it's also extremely relevant for all the other areas of your life where you find that you're stopped as well. So it's a really powerful, cathartic, interesting, uplifting, exciting process. And look, I'm looking forward, and if this sounds like you, if this is resonating with you, I really look forward to meeting you and having this course unfold for you in the individual way that it does for all of us. All right? So look forward to seeing you then. See you on the next one. Bye for now. Thank you.